please, stand up, please. It's Roxanne Perez. Damn it.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
All right, Book. Is the Prodigy operating on a level not even you have seen before?
Prodigy is out there like in the nebula right now, way past the stars, past the moon, all that. She's operating in her own zone. Give it up.
Booker started talking about the nebula.
Well, I can't disagree. Roxanne Perez has been on fire. She's got a chip on her shoulder and she's rattling cages. It was, what, 24 hours ago on Raw? She put the boots to Rhea Bloody Ripley alongside this woman.
Let's talk about it.
And her tag team partner from Tokyo, Japan, Giulia!
At one point in time, I would have questioned if these two would have ever wanted to become a tag team. But they seem to have the same mindset, Graves. As you said, that attack yesterday on Monday Night Raw in Kansas City against Rhea Ripley.
If you want to make waves in this game, you want to have somebody to watch your back. Eventually, it'll explode. Eventually, you'll collide. But on the journey up the mountain, it's always nice to have someone standing by your side. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It is a tag team main event. It's coming your way live next on NXT.
And their opponents, the team of Jordynne and the Women's World Champion, IYO Sky!
Graves, you take a look at both these duos. We talked about Perez and Giulia, but what do you make of the juggernaut and the genius of the Sky?
I think this is a union of necessity bound by nothing more than respect. IYO Sky, the women's world champion, a world-class competitor. Jordynne has designs on becoming great in her own way. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship, provided they achieve success tonight.
Friendship? Did you say friendship?
Yeah, Book, you made friends. Yeah, you know why? Because what makes friends faster than checks and championships? You of all people should know that. If IYO comes back to NXT for one night, makes herself a boatload of money in the winner's purse, she and Jordynne will get along just fine over the next couple of years. I also want to take a second to acknowledge Mako Satomura, who had her retirement match over in Japan. Of course, we know Mako here, an absolute legend in the game of women's wrestling. Congratulations on an unbelievable career.
Well, as this matchup gets started, it looks like it's Perez and IYO, but Perez not gonna like what she just ran into. But wait a minute! Oh
Man.
Out here now, and the Juggernaut strikes first. Genius of the Sky strikes second. And this matchup, I feel bad for our official in this one. But welcome back to NXT for the Women's World Champion, IYO Sky. And no doubt, Booker, IYO came to NXT tonight looking for a fight.
And let's just tell it like it is. IYO Sky came in to test her metal against two of the best in this business, and that's Roxanne Perez and Giulia, as well as Jordynne. Let's see exactly what she has to show us in this ring here tonight.
I'm not going to disagree with you, Book, but I'm going to do you one better. I think there's a measure of vengeance in the heart of IYO Sky tonight. After having experienced last night watching Rhea Ripley be beaten down by Giulia and Roxanne Perez, it wasn't until IYO arrived that the chaos slowed down.
Beautiful. Did you see that combination right there? IYO Sky right there with back into the drop kick. Beautiful timing.
What has made her the Women's World Champion, but also taking a step further, Corey. You think about leading up to WrestleMania, being disrespected by Bianca Belair, being disrespected by Rhea Ripley, almost being forgotten of sorts.
And letting all of her talking be done in the ring on the grandest stage of them all. IYO emerging from WrestleMania in a classic, by the way, covered by Grace.
Looking for the victory in a kick out. And look, you talk about the history of this brand. You think about IYO SKY defending the NXT Women's Championship in the first ever stand and deliver main event, a title that both her opponents have held. Beautiful Madness would like it back, but it's also a title that her partner, Jordynne Grace, has dreams of holding.
Well, and listen, Jordynne understands that a win tonight, even in tag team action, is going to help her case for another future title opportunity.
One thing I like about Jordynne Grace, she's not crying or anything like that for a title shot. She's just going to go out there and make her own breaks. I love that about Jordynne. Big, look at the power.
Able to slip down the back there was Giulia, and then just got ran over by Jordynne Grace. And Booker, you respect Grace's reasoning for wanting to compete in this matchup.
No, that's what Jordynne Grace has been about in her whole career. I mean, you saw the many faces of Jordynne Grace, where she came from and where she is right now. She's primed for a championship.
Round and round we go.
Oh!
Beautiful.
Inverted gut buster of sorts. Going into the cover, does not opt to hook the leg, and it's a kick out. And Booker goes back to what Corey kind of just said. Every opportunity matters when the lights are out.
Oh, definitely every opportunity matters. That's why I think about IYO SKY being here right now. I mean, she's putting herself...
Hey, referee distracted by Roxanne Perez and Giulia just raking the face, ripping the eyes.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work right there by Roxanne Perez.
Well, listen, you can understand it. For Roxanne Perez, for Giulia, they experienced being in the fire. They stood toe-to-toe with Rhea Ripley, for God's sake. Sometimes you got to take some shortcuts. Sometimes you got to ruffle some feathers and bend the rules a little bit to get where you want to be.
Well, and I'll say if that happened to Roxanne Perez, you wouldn't be saying the same thing, would you?
Roxanne is about legacy. Roxanne is about championships. It's about checks. It's about going out here and being the most famous you can possibly be. Yes, that's what it...
Float over off the Russian leg sweep and a kick out.
Man, let me tell you something. Roxanne Perez, she came from reality of wrestling, right?
You don't say.
No,
I haven't heard that one before.
She went to ROH and she became champion. She came here and made history out of it. Right now, if Roxanne Perez retired, she'd go into the Hall of Fame.
Booker, I want to ask you, as someone who knows Roxanne extremely well, where has Roxanne's head been recently? This is a woman who made huge waves in the business back at the Royal Rumble. It seemed as though Roxanne was destined for immediate, massive success. Where's Roxanne's head?
I can tell you, I'm not going to lie, she's frustrated a little bit because she's so close to actually making that transition to the main roster and becoming the WWE champion. That's what she's thinking about.
Big missile dropkick from somebody who's on Raw, the Women's World Champion. IYO SKY is in control. Smile on her face, rolling through, shoulders down, near fall.
And Booker, I mean, I'm sure you can attest, sometimes frustration can be a great motivator.
No. I tell you, for me, myself, actually losing that championship made me go into the war room, actually put those blinders on and go to work, and I think that's what Roxanne Perez is going to do.
Jordynne Grace, who made the tag. Wow. Just rocking Giulia, making a tag right back out, and for the most part, the Juggernaut and the Genius of the Sky have been working like a well-oiled unit that they've done this a time or two in the past. But look at Perez saving her partner and then wiping out.
Oh my God, I think IYO might have gotten the worst of that.
Wiping out the opposition. Can IYO and Jordynne Grace bounce back in this main event tag team match?
Giulia now in control of IYO SKY. Submission hold, modified surfboard. Oh, wow. Stomp the lights out of the world champion.
That was nasty.
Cover and a kick out. What a main event this is. And you know, Corey, you asked Booker earlier about the mindset of Roxanne Perez, who just checked in. Let me ask you this about Giulia. What has gotten into the beautiful madness?
Listen, I think Giulia understands that in this game, you're not here for a long time. You're here for a good time if you're lucky. You got to strike while the iron's hot. Giulia has been red hot recently. Had a tremendous ear And Giulia wants to make it to the top of the mountain sooner rather than later. Why spend any more time honing your skills than you have to? It's time to make money. It's time to make headlines. It's time to put your name on the lips of the world.
Jackson, what?
Championships.
That is, dog.
Well, the world champion reaching out, and Jordynne Grace just got popped by Perez. Perez charging right back in, and could be looking for the cross face. IYO able to roll through. IYO now, double underhook. Backbreaker connects. So much, though, taken out of the champion.
And a last gasp from the Women's World Champion now. Pivotal moment in the matchup. Both women need to tag their fresh partners.
Here we go. Here we go.
NXT Universe rallying. IYO in that moment.
There's a juggernaut on the loose.
Say that again.
You don't want to match strength or power with Jordynne Grace. She's the juggernaut, man.
Big clothesline to Perez, hoisting up Roxanne now. And a little 2-for-1 clothesline, continuing to hold on to Perez, rolling through. Jordynne Grace is wiping out the opposition.
Backhand rocks Giulia sent into position for Roxanne
No
Perez.
way.
Wow! To be kidding me.
German suplex,
Covered
right
by
suplex,
Grace.
add it up however you want. Still didn't get the 3 on Giulia.
That was ridiculous.
That was impressive. That was so impressive by Jordynne Grace.
Now, see, here's where Grace needs to keep her foot on the gas pedal. I don't imagine exhaustion's playing a factor. That's what we need to see, the fire in the eyes of the juggernaut. You've got Giulia down. Can you finish the job?
Giulia, Perez, who have worked so well as a team thus far here in this match. And of course, those two competed in the first match. Find themselves as teammates tonight, but who also finding themselves as teammates is Grace and the Women's World Champion. And IYO Sky is determined.
Goodness.
She's angry. She came here with a mission. She goes into the cover, hook of the leg for the victory, and Roxanne Perez just risked herself to save this match for her and her partner.
Risk for reward right there. Roxanne Perez did the right thing.
But at what cost to herself and perhaps even her partner, Giulia? There was a lot of weight that came crashing down on that entire pile.
I will say, Graves, though, that with that as well, she wiped out Jordynne Grace.
Oh, it was effective.
And all 3 bodies fell on IYO Sky.
Yeah, listen, don't get me wrong. It didn't end well for anybody aside from Roxanne.
But somehow, the Women's World Champion, the genius of the sky, on her feet. And did you see a tag?
I think I did.
Or a hit. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Roxanne Perez is legal.
IYO Sky didn't see a tag, that's for sure. Here it comes.
She certainly did not. But if she didn't know then, she certainly knows now. And Roxanne Perez, can she pin the Women's World Champion here on NXT? Tag was made, or will it be Giulia that can pin IYO Sky?
Jordynne Grace sent to the outside. Big headbutt by Giulia.
Super kick connects right back into the beautiful madness. Who's looking to hoist up for that Northern Lights bomb? Tag was made to the Prodigy.
Around we go.
Bam!
Down goes IYO. Here comes Roxanne.
Aside moonsault connects. Hook of the leg. And Jordynne Grace breaking up the count.
In the nick of time.
What a match. What a main event. All 4 of these women right now laying it on the line. And you can see everything from last night on Raw, everything from last week in Las Vegas. All 4 of these women are almost spent in this main event.
Well, the bad news is it's opening day, essentially. Brand new season leading up to the next year of WrestleMania. Everyone wants to make their names for themselves.
Spine first, but look at Jordynne Grace overpowering.
This is it. I love it.
This is turning into a brawl.
Oh, my God, man.
Things are breaking down.
Roxanne realizing she's been left high and dry by Giulia, who's scrapping on the outside with Jordynne. Here comes IYO.
It's Roxanne Perez and IYO Sky, who are the 2 legal superstars. Rolling through Perez, shoulders down, kick out. Counter by IYO. Women's World Champion stacking up Perez. Perez able to kick out. She goes up, she goes down, she goes around. Shoulders down, a little bit of a bridge. You don't get points for style. She didn't get the 3. IYO Sky trying to do the same. Couldn't get it done.
Roxanne's going toe-to-toe with the champ right now.
Okay. Under the jaw. Perez is rocked. IYO trying to pick apart the Prodigy.
Oh, beautiful.
Pop rocks. Countered one more time. Swing and a miss by IYO. Knee first. Sky, super kick from Perez. Perez, look at the combination offense, buckling the legs of the Women's World Champion.
This one hasn't even ended, and I can tell you right now, I'm looking forward to these two running it back many times in the future. Here it comes!
Rolling through.
You got to be kidding me.
Io's kick
You
certainly
got to be
did.
kidding me.
Right up against the mush, walking over the Prodigy. Io Sky to the top, looking for the moon over moonsault. Count it. Welcome back to NXT.
Here are your winners, the team of Jordynne Grace and the Women's World Champion, IYO Sky!
The alliances may be temporary, but mission accomplished tonight for the Women's World Champion, IYO Sky and Jordynne Grace, picking up the W